Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over NotePlus. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we are going to be going over a nice little project of mine which we've been doing to get a little bit better at Lure, and overall I think you guys might find it a bit helpful. Other than that, let's get into this. Basically what we're wanting to do is we're going to be going over NotePlus, which as you can see there is a minimap button for. And what it is, essentially, is a notepad. And pretty much what it actually does is it will just save notes for you. So say you're actually running a guide or something to that effect, we can then create a note. We could say this is a note, this is a note, and put a little smiley face there, and then we can just press save. So if we wanted to go to save, we can then pretty much just press the save button and a nice little title screen will pop up. Yes, they are connected together and they will move together. Just don't touch the other one. Okay, so other than that, if you wanted this panel to close, there is a close button for it, and all you got to do is write a title for your note. So we'll just say a title and we'll save that to that, and then what you'll do is you'll just press save and it will say in the chat box that NotePlus note is saved. Okay, so then all you can do is you can close the title screen down, it will tell you it's closed, and then you just open it up again. What you'll see here is when you press open is you'll see a frame pop up for open, and what it actually does is you'll go over to your notes, so the note we've just created. All you'll see in that note section at the moment is what the title is, so whatever you've named it as. Now this could be for simple reference, like trying to remember where something is, like a waypoint. You could save a waypoint to that and then remember to do that. It's basically just saving notes within the game, and all you can do is you click on the title and it will come up to you. It'll say this is a note, and then this is a title, this is a note again. Yes, I did one yesterday. And what it will actually automatically do for you is it will actually number it for you. By default it will actually number it for you, so if you're creating a note to do like a step guide, you could actually save those notes towards in a sequence so you know which step you are on. So if you're following a nice little guide, you know which one you're on and you know what steps you have to take, so it will do that automatically for you, and it will just say this is what you have to do first, this is what you have to do second, and then you could write them out like that and keep going along with that. Now the next thing of note is you can clear last. Now this will clear the last note on which you will pretty much in the list, and all you do is you press clear list and it will say note deleted in red text for you. Just say it's been deleted. Now it will stay with you until you've logged out, or if you have like reloaded the UI. This could be going for a portal, this could be just typing in reload UI and all of that jazz. So really, how many times do we run through like instances and portals? It'll do it fairly quickly. It's basically whenever the UI reloads, then update the saved variables for that, and therefore the note will dissipate. Therefore it will cease to exist, and the note where we just created this is a note will no longer exist. And we can actually do that by just having a look at some of the other things. So when you're actually saving your notes, you can also do another thing in NotePlus, and we'll get into that now. Now what you can do within NotePlus is you can run scripts, and this is where you can close down your note tab if you really wanted to, and what you can actually do here is you can actually paste or use scripts within the add-on. So for instance, we could actually just post a script, which is, we'll use one of the ones that I've used, and that is /script print cmap.getBestMap for unit ... player. So basically what that will do is it will paste it will print the ID of the area you're in. Basically I use this for WorthIt in order to find out the locations, in order to show you guys in WorthIt what the locations are for certain specific farms. That's how I do it. And what we can do now is, once you've written out your script inside the notepad, all you do is press run, and what it will do is it will say preparing code, so it will prepare the script, and then it will execute it saying, and it will do what the script says for that. So what then can actually occur is you can run multiple different types of things. So you can even do slash commands with this. So if we want to do open up macros, so /m, we can then press run and it will open up our macros for us. I thought adding this feature in to the notepad would actually be helpful, and it's something to the effect of, you can always use macros and all that jazz, but sometimes you don't want to. And other than that, you can then test out your own scripts within this. So it's a notepad plus it will run scripts for you. That being the case, you can also save those scripts to the actual thing. So if you wanted to save this same process, you just save it to the new note name here and save it as a title and all that jazz. Obviously, once I actually mentioned that you had to reload the UI or somewhat change the frame in order to actually update the saved variables. Now, this can actually be done without reloading the UI, and that is by just closing it and opening it again, and it will update it. So what we can do is we can just get this script, we can say there's the script. What we can do is we can get the script, we'll paste it in here, we'll just say it's a script, and then all you do is press save. And obviously it's not doing anything, but we've saved the actual note to the script. So if we wanted to save that, because obviously we want to run that at a later date, we can then close this down and then open it back up, and it will actually show us our script within the game. And then all we can do is reference that back later as well. So basically, just by closing the panel and then opening it again, it will update the actual notes. So that's something you can do as well. So if we wanted to clear last, so it will clear the last note in the list, that will get rid of title. We'll just close down, open up, and now that's disappeared. So that's pretty much how NotePlus works. It's really bog standard simple. It's just a notepad, plus it can run scripts. Wanted something like this to actually use within the game and like test out different scripts before I do additional things like for farming and all that stuff. And for obvious reasons, you can make a macro and all that stuff, and primarily I like to save things in a list format for myself, for like farming, like what do I need to do this week, what am I actually doing, and all that stuff. So as well as all of that, I know there is a couple of other things called like notes and all that stuff, like other different types of add-ons that do notepad type-esque things, but my idea on it was they didn't really fulfill my needs for what I wanted, because I wanted to be able to like run scripts and I didn't like the way it looked. So I just went ahead and made one and what catered to me. So instead of just going with an add-on in which I wasn't too keen on, I just went ahead and made one. So that's basically what I've done there. So of course, and if you wanted to close down the UI, all you have to do is press the escape key and then it disappears. So that is pretty much NotePlus. That is what I've actually been working on for the last few days. I just wanted to make a little add-on in which you can actually use NotePlus. Now, if you wanted to actually download it, it is actually available on Twitch. So you are able to download it through the Curse client and all that stuff. It's actually on the Curse Forge right now. And what you can do also is you can also jump over to the Discord, where I'll be posting a guide on NotePlus and going over all the buttons, all the little features that it can do. So other than that, guys, that is pretty much NotePlus. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.